So yeah, hard fought victory there for Switzerland in the end, wasn't it? They obviously the first half completely dominant, but Hungary, they were coming back, weren't
Yeah, after like 55 minutes, it became a even contest.
they? Yeah, it was just a war of attrition, wasn't it? At the end, like they were just like one of them was going for it, the other one was going for it.
Yeah,
Made it a really entertaining game.
getting to the start of the game, Hungary were pressing well in the first 10 minutes and they were playing pretty good football.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty even, wasn't it? You can see here, they're all up against a man, aren't they? Not letting them play out, but obviously they started dropping off, didn't they? And that's when the issues started arising.
Yeah, because they were pressing, so they're really high up, and then the balls, free balls in behind, the keeper couldn't come out from.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously the midfield were pushing up, but the defence wasn't, so there were major gaps. So yeah, that leads into the first goal, um, where they've got they had that slow build up, and they were just knocking it about for it seemed like ages, drawing them onto them, and then Akanji played a nice pass through, similar to the later goal as well.
Yeah, the play looked like it was going nowhere. Like the attack had died down, and they just quickly pass it through and get a good chance.
Yeah, I wondered if it's been influenced by Xhaka because it seems similar to what Leverkusen do. Like the fullbacks really high and wide, and then everyone just in the middle, and then they just pass it round until someone comes available, basically.
Yeah. Another ball through the back line. I think it was Vargas, was it?
Yeah, yeah,
He was going through, and one of the Hungary players like half took him out, and he definitely should have gone down and got a red or at least a penalty. But he stayed on his feet and he was off balance, and he did a terrible shot, didn't
yeah. Like straight at the keeper, really, wasn't
he? Yeah. So he should have gone down definitely.
it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then at that point, Switzerland were just dominating the ball, weren't they? And Hungary were just playing it forwards really fast, but not supporting, the player who's trying to win the header. It's just instantly coming back towards their own goal, and every time.
Yeah. And that's where Akanji was playing the best. He was like stepping out in front and intercepting it and taking out like the free forward.
Yeah, which is what happened for the second goal. Uh, just before half time. Like you say, he just nicks in front of him, and then he sort of just like waited, and he's like, "Come on, just come to me." And then two of them from midfield come, don't they? And then that's when he plays it. And then a few moments later, they've got a goal.
Yeah, Akanji was one of the best players on the pitch today. Easily.
Yeah, levels above, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. 15 minutes into the second half, the Hungary started getting a few more chances and they crossed it in and missed a sitter really. There was a header. He missed it.
Yeah,
Didn't even get it on target.
you can see the angle there, and somehow he manages to get it past that left post, which should be hard to do, really.
Yeah.
Because you got to proper crane your neck around to get it there.
Yeah. So he should have at least worked the keeper. Not saying you have to score a header from like the penalty spot, but you gotta work the keeper at least.
Yep.
And then slightly after that, that's when Hungary actually got that goal.
Yeah, so that was off Szoboszlai's cross, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he did a deep one to the back post, and the left full back, he knew the play was there because he looked at it, but he just didn't deal with it, did he? He
Hmm.
got in a turn, got twisted.
Yeah, because he knew the whole time, didn't he? Like you say, because he looked at him moments before, and then he knew because he was grappling him, wasn't he, as it was coming in, but he just couldn't hold him on for some reason.
Yeah, and he was in front of him. It's not like he was trying to get around him, like the other guy got around him.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think he was like just too square on, like to the, to the ball, like where the ball's side?
Yeah.
Like maybe he should have been turned a bit so he could, grab him a bit more or something.
Yeah. Or if he was like free of him and he could have just ran and like cleared it easily.
Yeah.
But he just did half and half really.
So yeah, the Hungary players were like supporting the forwards more at that point when they're trying to win the second balls. And that's when the tank, Adam the tank, come on, didn't he? He looks like a beast. At that point, it was just a free for all, really, wasn't it? They were just like playing it over, playing it into him, playing it to other forwards, and he was just making a nuisance of himself, wasn't he?
At that point in the game, it could have easily gone 2-2 or even 3-2 to Hungary.
Yeah, it's that classic thing, isn't it, of the next goal just decided it basically, and then unfortunately it was Orban at the end.
Awful header, like just up in the air, and then Bolo got into it.
Yep.
Really good finish on that chip.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, just before that, like if Switzerland wouldn't have scored the third goal, they would have been raging about this. If Hungary would have equalised, the ref didn't play on, did he? Similar to Haaland in the Prem last season.
Because like you said, didn't you? He just thought Mbolo's offside, I'm just going to blow.
Yeah, but he didn't see the right winger or whoever it was.
Yeah.
Coming.
That could have been a massive error.
Yeah.
But luckily, it didn't cost.
Yeah,
that pretty much sums up the game, which was an entertaining game on it. It went fast.
Yeah, definitely.
And Hungary really put up a fight in the end.
Yeah, because that 2-0 half time, they hadn't done anything. You thought, this is going to be like the first game, like a non-event in the second half.
Yep.
But they actually made it interesting.
Yeah, that physicality, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, who do we give man of the match in this game?
It's between Xhaka and Akanji, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to split them in that really. Because Xhaka, he was like dictating the game, and he was getting forwards and he was defensively really solid. But then Akanji was, reading the game, wasn't he, breaking it up constantly. So it's a tough one.
Yeah. And would you say Xhaka just edges it because he offered quite a bit going forward?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And just a word on the forwards. Well, forwards of both teams are pretty bad win.
Yeah. The ones that were on originally, yeah. The ones that come on later on were good. Bolo and Adam, but the forwards who started the game, well, especially Shabojli, he just couldn't control it, could he? I don't know.
He had a really bad game. And the Switzerland forwards, and they just couldn't finish some pretty good chances. They just weren't striking the ball good, weren't they, really?
No. Strange. They rely on their system more, don't they? They don't need a really good forward.
So yeah, that was the game, 3-1 to Switzerland. So Spain v Croatia ended 3-0. Do you think that was a fair result?
Yeah, it's completely fair, wasn't it? Spain were dominant. Obviously, it wasn't the most exciting game to watch. More on Croatia's part, really, but as per usual.
And they actually got punished this time. Usually they hang in there and nick a 1-0.
But yeah, slow-paced early on, from the first minute, really, and Spain dominated the ball early on, and then as the game went on, Croatia actually had more possession than Spain in the end. But then they still lost 3-0, so that shows how ineffective they were, really. Yeah, and then there was that early Yamal chance, wasn't there? That was the first big chance of the game, really, where he sort of broke in.
Yeah, and then instead of using his weak foot, he just tried to shoot in an impossible angle with his left foot, and he just spanned it, didn't
he? Yeah. But yeah, just a general theme in the first half. Spain weren't afraid to go long, were they, to beat Croatia's press? So, because you can see Croatia going man to man, really, and then there's no one in front of the centre forward. So Spain were just going long, especially in the first half.
Yeah, they got in a few times, didn't they?
Yeah. So that's normal tactics for Croatia, just didn't work really. But yeah, Spain historically aren't really like a footballing team. They do have like physical teams normally. Because obviously all we think about is the 2010 era, don't we?
Yeah, passing to death. Nice football. Yeah, so Spain were getting a high press on the goalkeeper for Croatia when he was taking a goal kick. And Croatia refused to go long, even though they had that massive striker.
Yeah, yeah. Like I know obviously they want to play through midfield, don't they? Because that's their strength, but the amount of times they almost got caught, and a couple of times they did, didn't they?
Definitely. They were just like getting lucky on the edge of their own box, like flicking it round. And hopefully there wasn't a Spain player pressing the fullback or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. The Spain players, the midfielders, they had like Pedri, Rodri, they're all like capable on the ball as well, and they so that was another method they were breaking the press.
Yeah.
And Fabian as well actually had a fair game, didn't he? Even though we're not massive fans of him.
Yeah. Yeah, we watched him a few times with PSG and he usually the one who like messes up most, but he actually had a good game today.
Yeah, yeah.
Mentioning how the like forwards had a bit of a disconnect with the midfielders and defenders for Croatia for Morata's goal. Like there's just an empty gap in the middle of the pitch and
Yeah. Strange, isn't it? Like obviously you can see 5 players on the left hand side and then just 2 over on the right.
Yeah.
How has that happened? I don't know.
yeah, because there's 2 passes on in the screenshot we got, and you could go to Nico Williams or Morata there, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah. And just look at the distances between the 2, well, what are acting as central defenders here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is Pongracic in the left centre back here. He's got his distances a bit wrong there, and he should tuck around really. Because obviously the right centre back's looking at Williams as well.
But the left centre back's probably looked and seen this other guy in the centre as well.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously it just fell apart a bit really, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously you got to cover the centre when that's a priority.
Because he just ran straight through the middle and scores, didn't
he? Yeah, yeah.
That was a poor goal to concede.
Yeah, and then the second goal, mentioning Fabian again. You can see he's just about to cut back. Like obviously he's going to feint to shoot and cut it back, and then takes another touch, doesn't he, and a really good finish into the bottom right corner.
I actually thought the move broke down a bit when he did the crossfield pass to Yamal. Like he kept back in and I thought, oh, they're just going to get crowded out now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he lays it off to Fabian and he just a bit of individual brilliance really.
Yeah, like Yamal, he did seem to be able to just find that space, didn't he? Which all like, you know, you can tell he's going to be world class, isn't he? You know, you can just see like where the gaps work and needs a cutting. Then obviously just laid him off and that was it.
Yep.
Like you say, Fabian, wasn't easy, was it? Obviously, he's skinning Modric there, wasn't he? Do you think Gvardiol should be centre half for the next game now?
It's tough because what fullback options do they have?
You got that Sosa who plays for Ajax, and he's half decent, but you know, is he the same level as Pongracic anyway? And then you've got Gvardiol covering your centre, then, haven't you? I don't know.
I'm not sure because Gvardiol was barely involved in it.
Yeah.
He didn't do much offensively, and it was more defended.
That was it. And then Croatia had a chance with the cross to the back post. Gvardiol coming in, wasn't he?
Yep. He did actually do a good ball back across, but there's no one really gambling at the back post.
And then there was the whole penalty situation. But that was like the least of the interest here, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, exactly, because the guy who got the penalty, he should have just put that chance away. He's right in front of the goal, keeper's on the floor, it's a tap. Just secure the goal. He could have tackled him, couldn't he, Rodri?
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't know exactly where he is, so just finish it.
Yeah. Then do you think Rodri should have been sent off?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because he's not playing the ball, is he?
No, he's just kicking his legs so he doesn't score.
Yeah, yeah.
It said denial of a goal scoring opportunity. He's not going for the ball.
Yeah, that is the law, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I don't understand how they've come to the decision they did. Because he's literally all he's done is just tripped him up to stop him score, tapping it in. Like, if you look at the screen, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's not like the keeper's there gonna make a chance of saving. He's on the ground, like he's got no chance of saving it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how it isn't a red.
But yeah, the penalty was chalked off for encroachment anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which I think was correct technically,
Hmm.
because he entered the box before it was taken, and then it fell to him. But then you wanted to say about the keeper's positioning as well.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the keeper's leg is off the line. His trailing leg, his front leg's definitely off the line. I'm pretty sure his trailing leg wasn't even on the line. So
Yeah,
that should have been retaken.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. That's how it goes.
that guy had the worst 3 minutes of his own life, didn't he? He missed an open goal, didn't get the guy sent off, and it missed a penalty.
Yeah,
And then he scored the cutback. It was chalked off.
yeah. And then we'll have to see if Rodri is actually injured as well, because he went off at the end, didn't he? Because that'll obviously be a massive effect on Spain for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. Because it will be Zubimendi will come in.
It's just not the same, is it?
Yeah, for the amount of times he broke up play in this game. He was really good on it. Besides the penalty, he should have got a red card for.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like we said, it's not an entertaining game. You know, it seemed to go slow, and especially the second half, because it was already won. Like right on half time, Carvajal got the goal, didn't he? Just before half time, so.
Yeah. It ruined the neutral.
Yep. So yeah, moving on to man of the match. Who do we give it to in this one?
Alvaro Morata.
I think he just played really well, didn't he? Like he always seems to play well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's just whether he can score.
And today he got the first goal, and it was a really good finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and the way he was challenging the centre halves constantly with his runs and with his hold-up play, just give Spain an outlet, didn't
And it freed up space for the wingers who played well as well.
he? Yep, he always does that, doesn't he? He always occupies the centre halves, Morata. He always gives them a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it finished 3-0, like we said. Fair result. Now moving on to the Italy-Albania game, which finished 2-1, didn't it?
Yes. I thought it was going to be much worse for Albania than it actually was.
Yeah, yeah. Albania really made a game of it, especially early on. And then second half, they might have actually had the better of the play, maybe.
Yeah, they started off really good. You got a goal inside 24 seconds. And really thought they were going to hold on for a bit longer, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, they just booted it forwards, didn't they, off the kick-off into the corner, which is a legit strat, really, isn't it? And this is why you do it, because you're hoping that the fullback will do something dodgy, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah. Yes, putting pressure on the opponent, and
Yeah, yeah, making them make a decision by their goal at least.
Yeah.
And the crowd were going wild. I thought like, oh yeah, we got a good game here, especially after the Spain-Croatia one earlier, which was a bit boring.
Yeah, because they had 60,000 seats sold in the Albanian fans.
Yeah.
There's only 10,000 Italy fans.
Yep. And then to actually get it in from that angle as well, that was a really good shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. Some good power and good height on it.
Yeah. There's nothing Donnarumma could do about it.
No, unless he went early. If he went off his reactions, and no one's got that fast reactions.
Nope. Yeah, so Barami, the goal scorer, wasn't
it? Yeah. Straight after that chance, in the second minute, after they celebrated, Italy went up the other end, and they pulled it back. And not sure who it was it Pellegrini?
Yeah, looks like it.
He should have scored, really, shouldn't
Yeah. Yeah, it was all like a crazy first 2 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's why he thought it was going to be a really good game.
Yep. And then Italy were just piling players in the box, weren't they? Because they were panicking a bit. They were like, oh no, we're losing it. We're losing to Albania. And then, yeah, the pressure told in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, the first goal after the cross short corner routine. Bastoni dominated someone at the back post.
Yep. He's just a bit. He was sleeping a bit really when he lost Bastoni, went around the back of him. That was a really good header, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Albania had like a good, formation, didn't they? A good structure. Like they weren't letting much through. Obviously, Italy were going a bit crazy, weren't they, for them few minutes?
Yeah.
But just in general, I thought, they weren't too deep and they weren't leaving too much space in behind, were they?
Yeah.
Then, again, the build-up and pressure from Italy paid again, didn't it?
Yeah. With Barella's goal. It was a really well taken goal, that one.
Yep.
On the half volley.
Yeah, he's like known for them, isn't he? Them long shots, really. We weren't sure, well, you weren't sure whether DiMarco was offside, were you? Initially, but
he just kept on.
Yep. And then, yeah, sort of fizzled out a bit from there, really, didn't it? It didn't have mad intensity because Italy were desperate to get the goals, and once they got them, they just sort of settled into it, didn't they?
They could have scored a couple more in the first half, but in the second half they didn't look like doing much, really, did they?
Nope. But yeah, Broja had like a free roll, didn't he? And he was trying to create, but he could never really get through. You can see here he's pointing in behind, he wanted that ball, didn't he, to chase? But they never really give it him that often.
No. Most of their balls over the top just went straight through to Donnarumma, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then, right at the end, when they were chasing the game, Albania, they got a really good chance. Ball over the top, like you mentioned. And Braha had gone off at that point, and new player come on, didn't
he? Yeah.
And then he got him behind, and he did like a pretty smart finish, because that angle was quite tight. But it just hit the side of Donnarumma's body and caused it to go wide.
Yeah.
So that was almost a 2-2.
Yep. Almost had it. So, they had the chance, and they did the right thing, didn't they? Wait until the end. Because if they opened up any earlier, they would have got destroyed, wouldn't they?
And so, for everyone who wrote them off in this group, because it's a really hard group, and
Yeah.
they actually made a good game of it, so...
Yeah, they'll definitely have chances against Spain and Croatia, won't
they? Yeah, they might sneak in third if one of them, like Croatia, played really bad, really, didn't they?
Yep.
For their standards. So they could get in third if they managed to beat them, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So, who did we give man of the match for this one?
We're between Barella and Chiesa. And then for Albania, Braha.
Yeah, so I think we're going to go with Chiesa though, aren't we? Because he was the one driving the team on Monday to get the 2 goals at the start. He's taking people on. How he plays, he's really direct, isn't
he? Yeah, he got them past that tough moment when they went down 1-0. So.
Yeah.
And obviously Barella has special mention because he controlled the game from midfield.
Yep.
And he also scored, so yeah.
That was it.
So yeah, good 2-1 win for them. Practically through to the next round now, aren't
they? Yep. They just need a draw in one of the last 2 games, really, to make sure, but they're probably good anyway.
Yep.
There's an interesting one. Poland-Netherlands. Lewandowski's not playing, is he? So are we saying Netherlands in this one, I think?
Yeah, I'm saying 4-0 Netherlands.
Yeah, I'll just go with a 2-0 to the Netherlands. I can't see Poland scoring, but now they're going to score 5 or something. So next, Slovenia, Denmark.
Mm. Don't like Denmark, so I'm gonna go for a Slovenia win.
Yeah.
2-0.
I'll go with a 1-1 for that one. Shesko to score.
Mm.
And then obviously the biggest game of the day, and Serbia, England. I've been predicting a Serbia win, so I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Serbia win.
Go for a 3-2 England win. Saka 2 and Rice 1. And then obviously they're going to concede because their defence is all.
Yeah.
Pickford will make a mistake.
Hopefully. But yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for listening to the report on Matchday 2 at Euro 2024, and we'll be back tomorrow.
For Matchday 3.